Good morning, everybody from Upper Park. It is early. Sun's just rising. It's coming through the tree right here. There's a great story in Nurtured Heart Approach about the toll taker and about a guy driving through a toll bridge back in the day when you had to stop and pay in cash. And all the people were doing their job. It was a quiet morning. All the lanes were open, his windows were down, and everything was quiet except one toll booth. That guy in the toll booth was dancing. He had his music on. The guy pulls up. He's like, "What are you doing?" The guy's like, "Are you kidding me? Look at my office. 4 glass walls, view of the bay, talking to a bunch of people, practicing my dance moves, greatest job in the world." The guy in the car is like, "Well, what about those other people?" And the toll booth guy says, "Oh, those guys in the stand-up coffins, they're already dead." And in the Nurtured Heart Approach, we have this question that we ask ourselves at that point, which is, so does that just happen? So I just wake up, and as I experience my day, I start having either a good day or a rough day, just depending on how I wake up? Or is the toll taker sharing a secret with us? Is his secret we get to choose? The power of choice and the power of choosing how we see what we see. Right? Couldn't we also be a toll booth attendant that is, oh my gosh, I'm stuck in this tiny little box. I'm breathing in fumes. I'm talking to people who are frustrated and in traffic. This job sucks. I can't go to the bathroom when I want. I have to wait for bathroom breaks, right? Can't we be that person also? Haven't you been that person some days? I know I have. And our charge today for you and my charge for me is to toll taker this. I don't mean don't tell the truth. I don't mean when hard things happen, pretend they don't happen and be like, "Oh, yeah, except it could be worse." I don't mean that. I mean, take it on, just like we've been talking about here, is truth. The truth is that's a tough situation. Toll taker is, and my inner wealth can meet that tough situation, and I can get information about who I am, and I can learn about my strengths while that tough situation still exists, and I can come out the other side bolstered with a new connection to who I really am. And what I want to do is hold this bag full of inner wealth that I've collected and operate from that space. So I invite all of us to toll taker today, see things as they are, and use the choice of how you see what you see to have a great day. Sending lots of love from Bidwell Park. Peace. Hey all, I just want to do a quick follow-up on that toll taker video that I just recorded, because I just hit one of my favorite high-speed downhills, and there's something very relevant in mountain biking that's parallel to the toll taker, which is when I'm watching a line and I'm going full speed down a hill through tons of rocks and rubble, and the trail's ditching in and out of grasses, and there's a lot of hidden obstacles. You know, I have the choice to watch for all the obstacles that I want to miss and then turn and try to avoid them. But as many of us mountain bikers know, when you ride fast and you're going high speed through a lot of rubble, you don't want to be looking at where you don't want to go. You want to be looking at where you do want to go. So you watch your line. You watch the line that goes around those obstacles. You stay focused on where you want your tires to go. You put your hips and your knees and your toes and your shoulders and your eyes on the prize, baby. You want to shoot right through that trail. It's the same thing as toll taker. It doesn't mean you don't see the obstacles in life and you don't avoid the obstacles in life and you don't give them their due. There's a lot of rocks that were day enders today that I had to miss, but my focus needed to be on the greatness of choosing what I do want to see, where I do want to be, who I want to become, who I am that's emerging in these moments. I want to be focused on my inner wealth, just like I want to be focused on that line, focused through the rocks. I want to be focused on where I'm going. I want to be focused on the successful path through and not all the obstacles. So I'm just giving you a little extra love there. That's my immediate application of Toll Taker right after I shot the video, ripped a downhill and realized, dude, Toll Taker at full speed. Much love, everybody. Peace. Hey, so I'm back from my ride and I've got one more follow-up for Toll Taker. That is, I was thinking, no wonder so many of us find ourselves in worry and anxiety and crashing into obstacles, because like mountain biking, when you look at the obstacles, that's where your tires tend to go. Just like when you're skiing and you look at what you're trying to avoid, that's typically what you end up hitting. And I feel like the application to our lives is very pertinent when there's so much influence right now these days on looking for what's wrong, finding what's wrong, connecting with others around what's wrong, complaining, even disguised as solving problems. No wonder we're bumping into problems. It's what we're focused on. And, if you want to move through your life focused on problems, you're going to find them. So if we want to move through life, and let our inner wealth flourish, we have to choose, like the Toll Taker chooses. We have to choose what we want to look at, where our focus is, and how we want to move through the world. No wonder kids struggle so hard at school if the adults that are at the school are focused on problems, finding problems, solving problems, fixing problems, seeing problems, discussing problems. It's an innocent accident, right? The adults aren't like, I'm going to be the problem person that makes kids' lives miserable. But the adults haven't paused to do the work, to shift themselves to inner wealth and to see inner wealth. I want schools filled with adults that are looking for success, that are looking for the strengths that appear when problems happen and when problems don't happen, so that the kids get to hear about the tools they're using to handle it, the emotions they're allowing themselves to feel, the resets that they're giving themselves when they get overwhelmed and they pull back and give themselves time and space. I keep talking on these videos about how valuable that is for us as adults to be doing that, and how we can shift our lives. But it's a way to care for all those around you, your parents, your friends, your kids, your grandkids, whoever's in your lives. This is the application. I urge you all to come to the Nurtured Heart Approach training, certified intensive, coming up a week from now. Give yourself the week to dive deep. Invest your time and your money into you and watch your life change forever. Much love. Peace.